What do we got?
Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. Unbelievable. Probably the matchup of round number 4. Jeff Hubbard versus Ben Player. Both of these guys, the top of their game right now. And Jeff Hubbard leading the current rankings on the IBA World Tour here in 2011. But Ben Player on his heels. So this, do not take your eyes off the monitor, off the screen, or off your phone, because this is definitely an exciting heat, and any one of these two guys can take it and meet up with a fellow rider in quarterfinal number 2. Jeff Hubbard, definitely one to look at.
Oh, for sure, Manny. Look, he's current tour leader. He's just been on fire all year. He got a 5th at Sintra. That was that heat we all talk about where again, everybody, all the competitors are holding their breath when Jeff Hubbard's in the water because they actually don't really want him to win. They all like him, but he's such a dominant position at the moment on the tour rankings. If he bags another win, it takes a lot of these other guys out of contention. And so as soon as Jeff Hubbard touches the water, everyone's eyes turn it on. And there's so many memories. We've spoken about the pipe event, but Zicatella, Mexico, you were there, Manny. Talk us through what happened, what went down here.
I'm saying this is probably one of the most exciting events to go down on the tour so far. A lot of these guys wanted to ride Zicatella at this size, and Jeff Hubbard, went there, dominated, took the win, and it was very surprising to actually, I take that back. It was no surprise. Jeff Hubbard came out firing and was dropping in on some big waves and doing big maneuvers. So Jeff Hubbard taking that win at the Zicatella Pro.
Look, he can fly. Like I said, he's the aerial master, and but look, he's I guess the two big wave locations the tour so far. He won pipe in those amazing conditions or amazing circumstances coming from the death. Mexico again, it was pumping, and he not only got the bombs, but he was flying out of them as well. So that's what it takes to win a world title, Manny. You've got to push it at the most extreme wave locations on the planet, and there's a little bit different dynamic here. A lot of potential this wave. The wind's into it a little bit, but look, 22 minutes. We've seen guys dropping 6s, 8s. There's scoring potential out there. But the Sintra event, it's not too dissimilar to the conditions there, I guess, right now.
All right, Jeff Hubbard taking a look at that one, decides not to go. So again, welcome everybody. This is the Nissan Reunion Bodyboard Pro, brought to you by Continental. So the Houstons are still watching. They are awake and still watching. And our good friend Juan Santos in Portugal is watching live as well. And it was nice to hear his voice over the beach commentating in Portugal at the Sintra Portugal Pro. And here we go. First up and riding, Ben Player. Not much there for Ben Player in yellow from Australia. Now Jeff Hubbard in priority, waiting for his first wave. Taking a look, not much there for Hubby guys.
Their Ben Player, not the start he was after, but look, he got a wave and he's given priority to Jeff Hubb, and still a long time to go in this heat, so it's all right. But look, Ben Player said he. Mate, 2-time world champion, Manny, but he was under all sorts of pressure. He came here today, he needed to win to just get through to this round. 15 minutes went in his first heat. He had not caught a wave, and he was in 4th position. But Jeff Hubb up and riding.
All right, Jeff doing a nice roll around that section. Now finds another little inside section, forcing a roll right there. Not a very, projected roll, but a roll nonetheless. And Jeff knows that he has to piece each wave as much as he can together to get the most points possible on whatever wave he's on, whether it's a small 2-foot wave like that, or if it's a set wave, a 4-footer that'll roll through. Now Ben Player on the outside with priority.
Look, he's just sitting there having a chat with Shamo. Look, there's a few sets rolling in, but looks like Ben's just not in the right position. But as you said, there's still some size here, Manny. You just got to pick off the good ones, and if you do, there's scoring potential. What do we got here? You going to look at this, Ben?
Ben and Seamus Makeup 1-1 in the water right now, and Ben loving the camera right now, out in the water with Seamus Makeup. He is our video guy out in the water. Looks like Seamus opted to go get off of the jet ski and on a bodyboard to get those unreal perspectives that are coming live from the water. Technology, unbelievable. I have some friends watching right now from the East Coast on their phone watching the live feed here in sunny Reunion Island, and it's 5 in the morning.
Wow, that's commitment, eh?
Yeah, serious commitment. But that's a lot of bodyboarders have been staying up all night to watch all the action. But we might lose a few live viewers because of our new YouTube channel options.
Well, they're perfect throw, Manny, because these guys, we love that you're there at 5 o'clock watching all the action, especially with Hub in the water at the moment. But look, we've got the YouTube channel where you've got the full replays, heat by heat, of the day's action. You just choose the heat you wanted to watch, maybe watch them all again. But go on to youtube.com/IBA World Tour. It's a new initiative. We've just launched it. Yesterday's heats are up there, and then today's heats will be up there. So please watch the action. Here's on your screen there, youtube.com/IBA World Tour. But not only not the heat by heat replays, but the daily clips that the Snakes and Ladders crew do. On the water, who we got? Benny Player.
All right, dropping in on this. Ben Player coming around the section. Gets hit by the lip as he comes around that section, but is still able to force his way through the lip and pull off a roll on that one. Back-to-back wave exchange going down. Jeff Hubbard taking a look and does not go on this wave as he saw something that we didn't. It didn't look like it was going to form up for him, so he opted to pull back on that. Another look at Ben Player.
Here's a replay. Good size set. Look, just a little bit messy. He does well to get around underneath that. Gets the board out of the water, and he rolls out of that. It's all relative in the conditions. It's a strong scoring wave in these conditions, Manny. And
yes.
Talking about these conditions, the man who made the most of those is Jake Stone. He's with Shaggy in the commentary, in the interview area now. Over to you, Shaggy.
Thanks, Manny. I'm down here with Jake Stone. He just won the second round for heat, beating Mike Stewart. Jake, congratulations. First off, let's talk about what's the waves like out there at the moment.
Yeah, it's tough conditions. The wind's so strong and it's coming from the side, so it's always going to be hard. And yeah, I know. I was lucky. I got one good clean one, and yeah, I got to do a flip and then 2 rolls, which I was pretty happy with. And it always feels like it's good to get a good one under the belt nice and early. So I was stoked.
And what's it feel like beating 9 times world champion Mike Stewart?
Yeah, it's really good. I've always had a lot of respect for the guy and watched his videos growing up and that, and to verse him and also beat him, it's just like, yeah, it's a great feeling, and yeah, I'm really stoked.
You had a bit of a slow run at the beginning of the year. It must feel good to get a few good results under your belt now, hey, later on in the year?
Yeah, definitely. I was clutching at straws for a while there, and yeah, something had to give. I was just put my head down and just gave it my best, and it's like yeah, I don't know, just training, it's a lesson.
Well, congratulations, Jake, and we'll see you in the quarterfinals. Back to you, Manny.
Yeah, Shaggy. So Jake Stone, very excited, very stoked right now to be advancing on to the quarterfinals. He will be facing the current world champion, Amaury Laverne. So we have some live action still going down. During the interview, we saw Ben Player, and there is Jeff Hubbard on that wave right there. So nonstop action coming to you live from the Nissan Reunion Bodyboard Pro. So a little wave exchange going down right there between Jeff and Ben Player.
Yeah, Ben played a little bit funky on that last wave. I'm not sure how to define the move, but he rode it all the way through. And I thought, no, we're interested to see what the judges think. But here's a replay. He said we didn't see start. I think he just sort of pulled around the section there, a little bit of an open face. And Manny, he comes along, he finds the section. I think he tries to flip it, and well, I guess technically he does. He flips it round and pulls it back around, and look, that's tough to do in these conditions, and he's done well. But Hubbard's up and right in.
Live action, nice backflip right there. Jeff Hubbard putting together, and he comes to the inside section, and another roll right there. He is stoked right there. Jeff Hubbard knows what he had to do and went out and got that solid, good-sized wave, one of the bigger waves of the heat, and puts together a nice combination of maneuvers. We're taking another look right here, coming around the section. It is Jeff Hubbard keeping an eye on that lip. Goes for a nice backflip. Actually, it's one of those tricky maneuvers, ARS backflip combination right there. And he's not done yet. Comes through the lip on this inside, and another roll right there to end that wave. Jeff Hubbard is stoked, claiming that one. Oh, he's
fired up. He did that in front. Look, Ben was kicking out too, watching that wave, and he would have been grimacing, I think. He would have been gritting his teeth, and, Ben Player throws it down. Jeff Hubbard answers straight away, and of that wave exchange. Wait to see what the judges have to say about it. Ben's pretty keen to find out what the judges are going to say.
Exactly. He's not giving the judges a chance to input their scores. He wants to know now what he has to do. He does have priority, though. Ben Player does have priority out on the outside. So look at him trying to get the attention of the commentators. And he just got to give him a little time. Yes, Ben Player calling for the scores, and unfortunately, it's going to have to take a little bit of time.
Yeah, look, he's a passionate guy, Manny, and he's obviously a high-pressure situation. He wants to know what's going on.
Of course.
But look, 2 waves back-to-back. I think it's more important the judges get it right than get it out fast, and I'm sure the judges must be conferring what they think's going on. And so he had a wave exchange there, so they'd be contrasting the 2 waves, scoring them relative to each other. And look, Dave Harvey stepped it up. I think he got the better of those 2 waves, Manny, and you could just feel the energy levels pick up once these 2 started, exchanging waves. And look, Benny plays the first one out there. He's got priority, but we're just waiting for scores to drop. But some waves coming through.
Yes.
Is anyone in position? Ben Player.
Yeah, Ben Player's on the outside with priority. Looks like he's taking a look and decides not to go. Ben has priority with Jeff Hubbard making his way to the outside. Now strategy comes into play. Ben Player on the inside has priority. Jeff Hubbard on the outside. Now they have to look at each other. If Jeff goes and Ben Player goes for the wave and Jeff, there's a priority going on right now.
There is.
Let me get the words correct. So right now, Ben Player has priority. Now, if Ben wants to catch the wave, any wave, it's his choice. He has the priority to do so. Jeff has to pull back on a wave if he sees Ben Player go or not. So priority in Ben Player's pocket right now. Woo!
Look, they're still waiting for the scores there. They're getting read out now as we speak. But Ben Player has priority, but you've got to be careful because if you paddle into these waves, you lose priority. You don't necessarily have to ride the wave through. But as soon as you paddle for a wave and commit to that and prevent the other guy from getting that wave, they are out of, you lose your priority. At the moment, yellow, Ben Player has priority, but you've got to be careful with it. And sometimes they call it the curse of the priority because it's not always, you get some pressure with it. But look, you'd rather have it than not. Jeff Hubbard, very strong scores, waiting for them to drop still. Ben Player, he's got a good combination of scores, so there wouldn't be a lot in it, Manny, and we all anxiously wait to get the update. But again, you've seen there is some scoring potential out there. Jeff Hubb really turned it on in that last wave, and he can do it anywhere in the world, which is just amazing.
Whew. I wonder what's going through each of their minds right now. I mean, they know what's at stake. One person is going to advance on to the quarterfinals. The other person, that's the end of the road for this competition. And with Jeff Hubbard high on the rankings right now on the entire World Tour, he would love to solidify another solid placing in this event to get those, very important points that he wants to make sure that he has a good shot at that first place title, the world title. Once again, so he's chilling out. Yeah, what's up?
He is, man, but he set up his year with a strong start at pipe, and we've spoken on that, and he's the comeback man. Like, you can never count him out, and here's some footage of what went down in pipe, but, see some amazing riding by Mitch Rawlins there, and the crowd getting pumped, but this was Jeff Hubbard. He snuck out of that one. Last 5 minutes, bagged a 9.5, took out the pipe event, stopped one of the World Tour. And look, he was just so stoked. That was his 3rd win. And but we have Ben Player up and riding. But can he find a section? Oh, he forces it out. Can he ride out of it? He can. Well, Manny, he claims it. Banked a big spin off there, bit of air, and he's going to roll it all the way through. This is going to really throw open the scores. And now Hubb's up.
All right, Hub fighting back with a wave exchange right there. He's claiming that. I think now they know what they both have to do, so they're going to claim every single wave that they perform on it. But out of that wave exchange, I'm going to have to give it to Ben Player.
Yeah, I think that's a fair call, Manny. And there's a lot of, like I said, there's scoring potential out there, and we just got to pick off the opportunities when they come. And Hub's doing a good job of it. Ben's returning fire. Gee, it's too close to call. Really looking forward to it. But here's the highlight. This is Ben Player. He goes across. Look, he gets good speed. Look at this, the line he's drawing there. Gets up to the lip. Looks a little bit forced there, but look, he gets the whole body out of the water. Legs crossed. Perfect. And he rides out of it, Manny.
Yeah, that was a pretty good textbook air reverse spin from Ben Player right there. And you can see him pull his board tighter to his body, get a nice tight center of gravity to spin him around a little quicker because he knew he didn't have that much projection off of that lip, but was able to pull it all the way around, and a solid maneuver right there from Ben Player. Jeff fired back with a nice roll on the inside and pulled it off, and here we are back on the outside. Jeff Hubbard and Ben Player waiting for their next wave to go down.
Yeah, no, they are, Manny, and some sets rolling through, and look, it's very hard. You know, we're not seeing the scores here. Sorry, we can't share them with you. We're waiting for a score update, and you know, the judges, you know, they're up there in the booth working out what's going on. The riders are feeling the tension. We're feeling the tension, Manny. It's a lot at stake here. Jeff Hubbard, current tour leader. If he gets through this one, gee, he's building some points and puts himself in a good spot to take out the World Tour this year. Benny Player, he probably has to win this event to be in contention. But either way, he's just a super competitive guy, and he just wants nothing better. Well, he would want to beat Jeff Hubbard, not only for himself, but to keep the race alive for everyone. Like we saw Jones Russell in Sintra. We had that situation where Jones Russell fought his way through the trials, all the way through to this round of 16, and he eliminated Hub. And you saw the relief on the riders' faces, and so poor Hub, you know, he's the man everyone wants to catch, and he's on a wave now.
Oh my, look at this nice wave forming up for Jeff Hubbard. Can he get around the section? Will there be a section for him to hit? And unfortunately not. If, for whatever reason, we do not get the scores back online, we can just put Jeff Hubbard in the quarterfinals. I will not have a problem with that.
Look, I'm looking online here, Manny, and I've got a score update here. There's just over 6 minutes remaining. As it stands at the moment, Jeff Hubbard with a score of 14.1 is in the lead. Ben Player in second place. We're just getting an update of the scores now, but at the moment, Jeff Hubbard is leading. Looks like Ben Player needs about an 8-point ride to claw him back. We're just waiting for confirmation on that, but that is what it is. Jeff Hubbard, has a combined score of 15.55. He has a score of an 8.15 and a score of a 7.4. Benny Player, he's got a 7.5 in the bag, but his second score is a 5.5. He needs an 8.06, Manny, to jump into first place. Now, 6 minutes to go. It's a big ask, but what's he doing? 8.06. Hub's already got an 8.15 in this heat, so
totally doable. Totally doable. I mean, we don't want to say it's over until it's absolutely over. When that last horn is, tooted to end the heat, that's when the final scores go down. So Ben Player, he can totally pull it off. He's one of the best bodyboarders in the world. Knows how to deliver the goods when they are asked of him. Now, will Mother Nature deliver the wave to Ben Player to get that high-scoring wave? That's another question. Mother Nature unpredictable, and we will have to wait and see if she will deliver. Jeff Hubbard, he's sitting pretty comfortably right now in first place. If he advances on, he will be in quarterfinal number 2, and he will face off against the winner of the next heat, Pierre-Louis Costes versus Ryan Hardy. That's another stacked heat. I don't know what to say. You guys, if you're watching live, you're in store for some good action, serious action to go down for the rest of the day. Look at this. Out the back, Ben Player in yellow, dropping in.
Big set. Seamus has got it. He pulls around. Looks for an 8.06.
Nothing
kicked
there.
Out of that one. His eyes would have lit up, Manny, when he saw that one come through, thinking this could be the wave I'm waiting for. But he had a look at this inside one. He's going to let that go. Look, just under 5 minutes to go, Manny. Benny Player, he's searching for an 8.06. Jeff Hubbard, he's holding priority down now. Less than 5 minutes to go. It's still anyone's game, but the task just gets harder for Ben as the heat progresses.
Well, what happened right there is Ben Player didn't have much of a wave, but he also lost priority. Now giving priority to Jeff Hubbard, who is sitting comfortably in first place. Now, Jeff Hubbard, Ben Player, what is Ben Player going to do? He actually kind of fed Jeff Hubbard to catch this wave in. Oh, my! Big backflip right there from Jeff Hubbard. Amazing. And it was a little strategy going down. Ben Player kind of forcing Jeff Hubbard to take off on that wave. Jeff took off, saw the lip, saw the opportunity, and booyah! Big backflip from Jeff Hubbard. Here's another look.
Oh, look at that speed. He gets straight off the bottom, straight for the lip. Look at that timing. Couldn't be any better, and flips it right around and lands, and he rides out of it perfectly. And if we hold on this replay just a little bit longer, you might see that he'll give a little wave to the crowd. He's stoked with that. And look, that was strategy. We're talking about it's skill and ability, but he had priority. He knew Ben Play wanted that wave. He was not going to let him have it. Ben paddled. Jeff said, no way, man. This one's mine. And he took it. Not only did he take it, he took every opportunity. And look, he's looking to better a 7.4 as his second scoring wave. And let's see, the judges, they'll be discussing it as we speak, but I reckon he might go close, and the task just gets harder for Ben Player.
Well, Ben Player was in the hot seat earlier today, and he was actually talking about sending people into waves, trying to get him off beat, and I wonder if he was trying to do that to Jeff Hubbard. If he did, it backfired, because Jeff Hubbard came up big on that big backflip right there, and it is a beautiful, nice maneuver from Jeff Hubbard.
Oh, for sure, Manny, and look, that might work for Ben against some of the more inexperienced guys, but against a seasoned campaigner like Jeff Hubbard, he won't be intimidated. He'll use whatever chance he gives. He's given. And again, we've got two of the world's best bodyboarders, two of the best bodyboarders in bodyboarding history out in the water.
Yep.
And the competition's fierce, and they're delivering. And look, Ben, he'd be stressing in out there at the moment. He still needs a score of at least an 8 to pip Jeff Hubbard, and it's going to be tough. The clock is ticking.
All right, quietly, slowly, methodically, Jeff Hubbard just chipping away at this heat to knock out Ben Player, but it is not over yet with some time remaining in this heat with Jeff Hubbard leading the charge, Ben Player in second. We are now coming down to the last few minutes of round number 2, heat number 3, Jeff Hubbard versus Ben Player. Ben Player in the yellow jersey, Jeff Hubbard in the red jersey.
You've got Terry McKenna, the beach commentator here. Wears many hats, but he is updating the riders, and yeah. So look, he's just telling the riders where it's at. They're relaxing. Minute 50 to go, Manny. So the pressure's all on Ben. Let's see what he can do. He was faced with a do or die situation earlier today. He came through and won his heat. He's got about a minute to do it again now. But look, that last wave of Jeff Hubbard's was a 7.75. So Ben Player now needs an 8.4. Manny, that's tough, and that'd be the highest scoring wave of this heat. And look, as we stand, Ben's got priority. He's going to need more than priority. He's going to need a wave, but we've got something building out the back.
Who knows? Ben Player can probably knock out that score he's chasing after. Here he goes. Ben Player dropping in. Looks like it could be forming up pretty good for Ben. Comes around this section. Sees a nice section. Oh, a nice backflip. Lands mid-face and comes around that section. It's not over yet. The crowd is going wild, and the inside crew here are going wild as well. Ben Player, that's it. And Jeff Hubbard gets nothing out the back. Is that wave enough for Ben Player to get past Jeff Hubbard? We had to wait till the last few minutes of the heat to see who will walk out of this alive. Here's another look. Here's another look.
8.4 in this, remember. Screams around, gets up to this section. Let's see what he can do. He hit it, and wow, flips it out. This is going to be close, Manny. A nice flip. Does he pull it round? He does, and if he can pull off another move here, again, he needs an 8.4, remember. Jeff Hubbard, he's not giving up. He's pulled into a little closeout, but we are waiting for these scores to drop. Did Ben Player get an 8.4 for that big flip? And
wow. Coming down to the last couple minutes here in heat number 3, round number 4. We have to stand by and listen in on the scores. Ben Player versus Jeff Hubbard coming down to the last few minutes, and it was Ben Player grabbing the last wave of the heat.
Again.
And
Manny,
here's
I
another
think he
look.
might have got him. We're still waiting for confirmation, but look at this wave. He needed an 8.4 with 30 seconds to go. He screams around, hits it for a flip, bang, perfect in the critical zone, flips it around, lands it. He did an 8.4. We're waiting for the judges' scores to drop. The way the crowd are behaving, he may have got it. We saw Jeff on the rocks there. He heard the result. He got it. It was a 9.15, man. Ben Player has won the heat.
Beep. Unbelievable comeback right there from Ben Player. I can't believe it. Waited to the last couple minutes of the heat, knocking out Jeff Hubbard, the American versus the Australian, and the Aussie coming out on top in the very last few minutes of that heat, last few seconds.
Wow.
Ben Player now advancing on to the quarterfinal number 2. Jeff Hubbard cannot believe what just happened. He's actually on the rocks, and he's scratching his head trying to figure out what just happened.
Ben Player, again, 30 seconds ago, did an 8.4. He had priority. And we've talked about Jeff Hubbard being the comeback king. There's a threat to his crown, not only for the World Tour, but for the mantle of the comeback king, because we have Ben Player, but already in the water we've got Pierre-Louis.
They're like, nothing beats a heat where you think you're going to lose, and then you last minute you get one, and you end up winning it. I'm so stoked, though.
So just talk us through your wave, how it went down.
Well, just going to start off with the beginning of the heat. I knew it was going to be super tough going against Jeff. Like, the guy rules, he ribs, and I knew I was going to have to push it pretty hard. And I did an 8.4 to win the heat, and this set came through, and I thought, no, it looked like the wrong direction, and then this one just had a nice little section on it. Made sure it wasn't too deep paddling into it, and just came around, and it just stood up nicely. So I knew I had to do a flip, so I just went for it, and luckily, I was pretty lucky to be able to handle it, because I was kind of bouncing a lot when I was coming out. And they came out and they gave me a 9. I was like, you beauty.
Man, it was incredible. Talk about leaving it to the last minute.
Oh, yeah, good one. Yeah.
Hey, no pun intended. Anyway, congratulations, and back to you, Manny.